Hi Nellie, how you doing? I've got your work up here, and you know what? I think it's really smart to work in black and white. I really do. I think I highly recommend it to students. I know that the assignment specifications here say that you're feel free to use color, but I think it's smart to start your roughs and start your logo development. Always the development stage. I always recommend working in black and white. So you can study form without, the other meanings of color and other design elements. As you add other design elements, you're adding more meaning. So it becomes less objective. So I think working objectively and studying form alone is best done on white background using black type. All right, so let's take a look at your three logos. All right, so I think out of the three, this one is the weak link. I think it's kind of forced, and it's going to fall apart at small sizes. Let me show you what I mean. That's why I love PDFs, because this just so nicely mimics the printing process of printing at a smaller size. See, you can't read it anymore. So that one's out, all right? The next one I say is this one here, and I think this is interesting, but I see what you're doing with the N and the H, and I see what you're doing. I get it. I don't know if the viewer's gonna get it though, because right now you just kind of see it totally looks like UN. So what are we seeing? Nellie Holcomb? Yeah, I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's throwing some really strange vibes. And it just looks like so that could possibly have kind of a negative derogatory meaning. Anything with before it or anti before it. Okay, I might be reading into that a little too far, but I definitely think it's a concern. I think this one's out. Let's take a look at this. I think this is a very, very interesting idea. I think the N and the H, the monogram as such, is very interesting. It's got a lot of potential. I recommend moving forward with this. I would not use these little fillers right here. Get rid of those. Just work on the N and the H. Right now, I think the N kind of come down too far, and the H might go up a little too high, but work with that. I definitely think that that's your answer. I also would recommend pulling your name away from there, maybe placing it on the side, maybe something like that. A little bit bigger in relationship to the mark. This way you'll have a more versatile mark, because you'll be able to extract your name and use that in situations that require a vertical logo, a horizontal logo, and you'll be able to use your mark. So by establishing that branding first, we'll be able to separate the two, creating a much more versatile branding for yourself. Okay, so that's where I'm at. If you feel differently, if there's any other reason that you want to go forward with either of these, just let me know. I'm fine with it. But those are my recommendations, and you've done a great job. Don't worry about color right now. Color will come. So keep just working on the actual form. And if you have any questions at all, please feel free to get with me. All right, thanks, Nellie. Good job.